Welcome to the course of International Trade Practice. Let's go on to learn packing and marks of commodity. Part 1. Packing of commodity. In international business, packing clause is an essential term of a sales contract. By law of some countries, the buyer entitled to reject the goods if the seller delivered goods failing to be packaged in accordance with agreed terms. So, what is packing in international trade? Packing is used for the general operation of putting goods into containers for shipment and storage. From the view of the law, packaging is a part of commodity instructions. You may ask, why to pack goods? 2. Purpose and significance of packing. One of the basic purposes of packing is to protect the product from loss and damage during transit. Apart from a few products which do not need to be packaged or conveyance in bulk, it has been estimated that as much as 70% of cargo loss could be prevented by proper packaging and marking. The second purpose is to make the product appealing to the buyer to promote sales. Packing is truly a major competitive force in the struggle for markets. The other common purpose of packing is to facilitate transport by container united techniques. According to CISG, the seller must deliver goods which are contained or packaged in the manner required by the contract. Due to various weights and shapes, as well as different materials and the textures of packaging, there is a great diversity of package. Generally, there are two different methods of packaging: unit packaging, single-piece packaging, and the collective packaging. The former refers to the packaging of goods as a single unit during transportation. The latter refers to the combination of several single transport packages into a larger collection, so as to protect the goods more effectively, improve the loading and unloading efficiency, and save the transportation costs. Single-piece packaging can be subdivided into the following two kinds. 1. According to style, such as cases, drums, bags, bales, bundles, etc. 2. According to material, such as cartons, wooden cases, iron drums, wooden casks, plastic casks, paper bags, gunny bags, plastics bags, etc. Collective packing can be classified into container, pallet, and flexible container. Part 2. Packing marks. The packing mark is a mark written or marked on the outer package of goods to prevent the wrong delivery and the transportation of goods, facilitate the identification, transportation, and the storage of goods, as well as facilitate relevant inspections of the goods. There are mainly three marks for transport marks based on their different functions. 1. Shipping mark. It is usually composed of a simple geometry and some English letters, numbers, and simple words. Its function is to make the goods easily recognized by relevant personnel in the process of loading, unloading, transportation, and storage. By using this mark, people can prevent wrong delivery and wrong transportation of the goods. The main contents of a shipping mark include: 1. Name or code of the consignee. 2. Code of the shipper. 3. Name of the port of destination. 4. Number of packages. In addition, some shipping marks also include the origin of the goods, contract number, license number, volume, and weight, etc. 2. Indicative mark. An indicative mark is a sign in the form of graphics or words, which is used to call the attention of relevant parties when handling the goods in the process of loading, unloading, as well as storage. Vulnerable, fragile, and perishable commodities especially need indicative marks on their packaging. 3. Warning mark. A warning mark is also known as the symbol for the transport of dangerous goods. When transacted goods are explosives, flammable materials, toxic substances, corrosive substances, oxidants, radioactive substances, or other dangerous goods, warning marks should be marked clearly on the transport package. It can arouse people's attention in the process of transportation, storage, handling, and other activities, so as to protect the safety of both the goods and the relevant staff. Warning marks are usually made up of simple geometrical diagrams, word descriptions, and particular pictures, as to which every country usually has its own stipulation. Neutral packaging refers to a kind of packaging which does not indicate the country of production, the name of the manufacturer, the trademark, or the brand name on both the inner and the outer packages. Neutral packaging is a commonly used way in international trade, mainly to break the tariff and the non-tariff barriers in some importing countries and regions, as well as to adapt to the special needs of transactions, such as intermediary trade. There are two kinds of commonly used neutral packaging. 1. Neutral packaging without designated brand. Commodities using this kind of packaging has neither country of production, name of place and factory, not trademark or brand on their packages. 2. Neutral packaging with a designated brand. This kind of packaging does not indicate the country of production, as well as the name of place and the manufacturer, but it should indicate the trademark or brand name designated by the buyer. Part 3. Packaging clause. The packaging clause is used to stipulate issues, such as the method, material, and the cost of packaging, as well as the transportation mark of goods. Both parties should pay attention to the following issues when negotiating the packaging clause. First, both parties should consider the characteristics of goods and the requirements of different modes of transportation when stipulating the packaging clause, because the way of packaging will largely depend on the characteristics of goods and the mode of transportation. Secondly, the regulations on packaging should be clear and specific, avoiding too ambiguous words. For example, seaworthy packing and customary packing are two words which may lead to some further disputes. Finally, clarify which party will bear the cost of packaging. Generally, the cost of packaging will be included in the price of the goods and will not to be charged separately. But sometimes it is not included in the price of the goods, and the buyer is required to pay for it separately under this case. At the end of this class, I'll show you some examples of packaging clauses. 1. Each unit packed in one gift box. Each 30 gift boxes to one export carton, lined with plastic sheeting and secured by double straps. Each 400 export cartons transported in one 20 DC container. 2. The packing of our men's shirts is each in a poly bag, 10 dozen to a carton, lined with waterproof paper, and bound with 2 iron straps outside. 3. All milk powders are wrapped in plastic bags and packed in tins, the lids of which are sealed with adhesive tape. 12 tins are packed in a wooden case, which is nailed and secured by overall metal strapping. Okay, that's all of this class. See you.